Hey, you're checking out the Booger Eating Moron channel, the YouTube presence of TomAroundTheWorld.com. We're here at the Lost Horizon in Syracuse with Todd Evans of Mobile Deathcamp. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
I'm great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here, man. Excited to see you guys play again tonight.
That's not me. So that doesn't make him a fanboy fag by wearing the Gwar shirt, because it's not me.
Now, you guys have been touring on the Winter Wonderland.
We never call him that anyway.
That's all right, man. Hey, it's your interview. All right. You guys have been touring the Winter Wonderland tour since January. How's it been going?
It's been really good, man. It was cold at the start, now it's cold again. It's the Winter Wonderland.
I misprinted it. My bad.
That's okay, man. That's
I'm sorry.
It's totally okay.
This is you guys' second time in Syracuse as a headliner. How's the response?
Yeah. It was okay. I mean, okay. The other show was okay. The promoter was kind of a douche.
Oh.
Not true. Not
Oh.
true. Not true. The promoter's holding the camera. Oh, that's him. It's Syracuse. No, he's not a douche. It was cool. It was a fun fucking show. We played at the. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
We played at the Max Bad Art Bar.
Yeah.
And that's a funny fucking place, man. And I presented. Is the dude's name Mac that runs it?
Pat.
Pat? Why isn't the Pat's Bad Art Bar? Anyway, I presented Pat with an art that was given to me like maybe a week before in Richmond by a friend of mine. It was a Sasquatch face, and it was made out of like hair, like human hair, like weave hair, and then it had real teeth in it. It was like this big, and I walked into his office behind my back. I go, look, I got something for this place. And he's like, what? Pow! And he about flipped, man.
I would have about flipped too. I kind of want one of those.
He goes, I'll never pay more than $10 for any art piece, but I'll never sell any piece of my art for less than $100. And I didn't make him pay. I just gave it to him. I donated it to the wall, and he said he was going to put a light on it and everything.
Awesome.
He was super stoked on it.
I'll have to look for that next time we're over there. So.
Anyway, the tour's going good. The first 2 dates were canceled because it was minus 45 and like 2 feet of snow.
Yeah.
And then our first show was in Chicago, and it was cold. But I was surprised, it was like 15 degrees or 10 degrees, but still it's a 20 or 30 degree swing.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I know it's 10 degrees, but I feel like an Inuit. No gloves, no hat. Wow.
For those of you who don't know, that big word Inuit means Eskimo.
No.
Well,
Eskimo's a dirty word.
It is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Eskimo's a fucking cut down, man.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah. Oh. Well, I'm learning a lot today.
I'm just trying to help, man.
All right, now you played bass for Gwar for several years. After parting from the role of Beefcake, was it a tough transition to go from bass to guitar in Mobile Deathcamp?
No, because I started playing guitar at in 1982.
Okay.
I'm old.
Me too.
And then I didn't even play bass until Gwar said, "Hey, do you want to play bass for us?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll play bass for you."
Okay.
At that point, I played triangle or kazoo or whatever.
Well, if Gwar asked you to play, you say yes.
And if I'd known now what I'd known then, I might have said,
Oh, come on, there's got to be some crazy great stories behind all that,
Oh, I watched a guy fuck a cup of piss once, and that's right after he was sticking small carrots up his arse, biting off the ends of it, and then feeding it. Never mind.
Now, to those who've never heard Mobile Deathcamp, how would you describe the music to them?
Oh man, it's like a cross between like really early Depeche Mode and then like the last 2 Motley Crue albums and then like one Beastie Boys record that I can't think what the name is. Or it sounds like early Slayer and Voivod possessed, maybe Venom influenced, DRI, Black Flag-ish, SOD, speed metal. We call it speed metal. Now we just hooked up with Hart and One Industries. Kerry Hart, the motocross dude,
okay.
And Pink's his wife. They've got like tons of money and connections, and so, but he's calling us speed metal, speed punk, punk, speed metal, all that something. But so and then they're promising us amazing shit is gonna happen to you guys now, and I'm like, cool, I'm all about amazing shit, But in the meantime, it's the music business, and
Right. Now, What inspired the band's name?
Do you want the short version or the long version?
Let's go the short version.
Short version, it's really cool.
Good answer.
Long version, really, really, really cool. Long version, quick. The quick version of the long version, I couldn't find a word. Sometimes my vocabulary just escapes me, man. And if I had command of my own vocabulary, I might do great things. Anyway, the mobile death camp and the logo it's on this side, right? My neck?
Yep.
This one. This side. It's the Earth. It's a graphic of the Earth. So the Earth flies around in space. Whether you're a Christian or not, that's what happens. It flies around in space. And it's mobile, making it mobile. And all we love, what's the favorite thing that humans like to do on Earth?
Kill things.
Kill each other and things, yes. So, death. It's a mobile death camp. You didn't think I could get that deep, did you, Chris? Is he allowed to comment from behind the camera?
He can. I don't mind when he does. But, now what's your favorite song to play live?
The last one of the set. And then I get to walk off the stage.
Go drink.
Actually, I stole that from Dave, from Rocky.
What's your favorite song?
The last one of the set. Next. No, I guess I don't have a favorite song. My favorite song, I don't know. I think actually the first song of the set is my favorite song because it, and then when people when they know what to expect, or I've seen this before, then they're up into it, and the people that don't know, because you get this all the time.
Yeah, I hate when people do that, man.
And people give you the dick face, which is this. It's like, prove it to me, fat dude. Bring it to me, and that's okay, because I've been that guy before,
Yeah,
and
we all have.
the thing, so the first song. So right now the first song is called "Compelled," and it's a song about Chomolengma, and also it's called Segarmata. You might know it as Mount Everest, but I won't call it that. And it's just a happy little song about how people die up there because there's no air.
Yeah, there was a whole story going on about all the dead bodies. Oh no, that was on Everest. Have you seen that?
There's a book. I haven't seen it.
Apparently, if you climb Mount Everest, because it's so high and so many people have died up there in weird spots that
That's what I'm talking
they
about.
just leave the bodies laying there.
Yeah.
And you can go. That they're considered markers now. You
That's
talk
exactly what I'm talking about.
I'm an idiot. I know. I got my mom.
So there's a guy up there. There's like, since it's through time. So there's these climbers up there from the 80s that are wearing these really crazy like 80s type, orange and green and like really wild 80s type shit. And there's one dude that they say like what's in the inn and the climbers guys that have been up and down is a guy that has these green boots on, and his nickname is Green Boots. And like everybody that's been up that way kind of knows Green Boots. And in the song I talk about how you get angry for breath and you climb till you die, and about it's a time-honored quest. Green Boots, your host, eternal guest. In parentheses, I'll have to put you, like you're dead and he's your eternal host,
What bands are you currently listening to when you're not playing?
Ex Mortis is this band from Los Angeles that's just fucking stomping wicked. Speed metal band, thrash band. I dig Havoc is fucking ass kicking, man. And they're taking the fucking world right now. They're taking it. And of course I listen to Slayer and Exodus and Venom. I listen to a lot of jazz and classical like NPR radio.
Yeah.
So there's a station that comes out of Detroit that I can grab, and it's like classical music until 7 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. it's jazz until like whatever, 5 a.m. or something. So there's a lot of really kick-ass music on that.
Cool.
I like jazz a lot. It doesn't show in our music, but I guess that's a good thing.
I mean, that's like if you look at the history of punk, everybody doesn't realize that like those guys were all listening to reggae when they weren't playing,
Yeah,
it's
the early ska, dance hall shit.
Yeah, so you're playing one thing, but you're going to listen to something else to relax. Otherwise, your brain will be flooded with all the time you're never going to break.
Plus, if that influences you, I always felt that if you're constantly listening to the genre that you're playing in, then you're influenced by that. Then you're more apt to sound like this band or that band or this band, and all those bands, and bands come into mind are like Testament, Overkill. Like I love Testament. They're fucking great. I listen to a lot of punk too.
Right.
I like a lot of punk. I like a lot of bad punk too. Like really bad produced.
Oh yeah,
real
real
old
raw
school,
stuff.
really
yeah.
old shit. Like
Cool.
simply cool.
This one was a question from Chris. What would you say is the weirdest, strangest item on your show rider?
Oh, what's a show rider? We don't really. I mean, we get a rider. I guess technically, it's a case of water. That's all.
Oh.
And then food. We like to get food, but I mean, there's no. It's buyout is cool. It's just water. I mean, we're easy. We're like the simplest band ever to work with and deal with.
That's
all
cool.
I hope.
I like.
Can you see the army man?
Yeah, you got to point out his project. Why don't you bring the camera and show it to him?
It's not done.
It's not done. It's in the it's not done, but
It's about 60%.
we're gonna have a little group of army men up here fighting each other. It's got to put the other guys up still, but we got in the middle of it doing the interview here.
This is the other team.
I'm rooting for the green team.
Team Green. Yeah, Uncle Green's killing machine.
Now, what's the craziest thing to happen to you guys on the tour? Anything funny or crazy happened? Interesting? Want to share a fun story?
Oh, I mean, fucking a couple piss isn't fun.
Well, that's
It wasn't us. It wasn't any of us. I mean, it's like being put on the spot. I don't really. I mean, we've had a blast. It's been almost 3 months now that we've been out, and
Right.
we guarantee some ridiculous shit has happened. It's like oh, you're a comedian? Tell me a funny joke.
Right.
But I should. You know what? I should be better prepared for things like this. I should just think up a fucking wild moment and go, oh, that is hilarious. I don't know. Well, I guess we were in Dauphin Island, Alabama. Dauphin Island or something. It's off the coast of Alabama. It's in the Gulf of Mexico, and there's like shrimp boats everywhere. And so our drummer had Chad. Our drummer's name is Chad Smith, by the way. The Chad Smith. Chad Smith has a BLT. That's really wild. That's a real wild story. Yeah, that's awesome. Some fucking metalhead story that is. Yeah, I can't. Maybe we're waiting outside of a club, and this girl who looks of questionable, whatever. So she's walking down the street with a dog. She walks down the street with a dog. And we're like, oh, check it out. So she comes back about 10 minutes later, no dog, and she's crying. And we're like, oh wow. And there's kind of like a little bar next to the bar that we're playing at. So she's crying. She comes back crying. She walks into that bar, and we're like, oh fuck, we're still waiting to get into the club next door. So she comes out again. She's still crying. She's with somebody else. They take off and they walk away. We're like, damn, and then like 10 or 15 minutes after that, this dude comes riding his bicycle up the street, and he's got the fucking dog. He got the dog with him. We're pretty bored and lame.
I like stories. For all the gearheads out there, what equipment do you use?
Man, I use an XB5L1 Intimidator with a special sauce unit on it, and then boots, and sometimes I wear a helmet, and actually I have like this thing that.
Chris makes me wear a helmet in the car when we're driving.
Yeah, probably should. I got.
Told me to stop looking in the windows. Too.
I try to stay real minimal with my stuff and real simple. So like I always say, one chord, one kill. So I plug in right from my guitar. I use Dean guitars, Flying V's only because I'm a flying vegan. Yeah.
That joke will go over good here in Syracuse.
One chord in the guitar, right into the head. I'm a Randall artist, so I use the RD 100. It's a 100 watt tube Randall that kicks out pretty good. Just a 412 cabinet, Randall head, and a cable. That's it, man.
Okay. What is one surprising fact fans wouldn't guess about you?
That I was born a female. and I had the operation. They addicted me, and grew on me. One fact about me that. What's the question again?
What's one surprising fact that fans wouldn't guess about you?
Big fucking menace, bitches. It's on the wall. I don't know that I guess it wouldn't be too much of a surprise that I played football. I played trombone for like 9 years.
It's like multi-talented.
Yeah, and I can't read music.
Now, you got any new material coming up in the
Barely
future?
read, period. Well, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, it's fine.
Genghis Tom around the world. I'm more interested in the shit that you're doing, man. It's helping out kids and people, and it's amazing shit.
Thanks, man.
If you don't know it, you got a website?
Yeah, TomAroundTheWorld.com.
TomAroundTheWorld.com. Go and check him out because he's doing amazing shit. He's an awesome dude.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Now, you guys got any new stuff coming up in the future soon?
Yeah, I mean, I hope we're trying to. We've been talking to a couple of different labels, and labels are like leeches that don't give you money or something. Yeah. But there's a couple of German labels actually, and I'd like to get it hooked up with a European label because they'll bring you to Europe.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I don't have to sell buttons to get there.
Right.
They'll just take me there, and because let's face it, metal lives in Europe.
Oh my God, does metal live in Europe? Oh yeah, I mean that's like the capital. I mean,
so if you get hooked up on a European label, then they'll have you over there quite a bit doing things. But you know, I think I already mentioned the Heart and One Industries thing.
Yep.
And so they got big plans, and we're hooked up with the Cold Cock American Herbal Whiskey dudes.
Yep, we saw
because that was Rick Zeiler from the Jägermeister band program. You know, and he left that and started his own brand. And yeah, hopefully we got 2 albums worth of music ready to go.
Cool.
So when we get in the studio, we're trying to get in April, but
cool. I know you got stuff you got to do, so we're gonna wrap up. Any final words you'd like to share with the viewers?
Just check out TomAroundTheWorld.com. Thanks to these guys for giving enough of a fuck to put me on their cool program, and you know, make sure you get at least 30 to 60 minutes of exercise in a day. I don't look it, but I do it. I just have problems with portion control. If you guys could take care of your portion control, that'd be fabulous too. Drink your milk, clean your room, listen to people that know what they're fucking doing. Be kind to the earth, man. Cheers to you.
Awesome words. Thanks for being here with us today, Todd.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it. We're going to have Todd sign a couple of these. You guys who submitted questions are going to get a copy, and the guys who are going to win a couple copies too. So after this word from our sponsor, stick around, and you'll see some live footage from tonight's show. And remember, tune into the Boogie Reading Moron channel, TomAroundTheWorld.com on YouTube. Peace.
Log on to KingWeasel.com
or find them on Facebook for Facebook-only specials.
King Weasel buttons and screen printing.
Thanks again, Deathcamp in Ohio. We'll see you again.